Roger, you destroyed my garden!
I remember the jambalaya recipe!
Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today we have Roger's Jambalaya from American Dad. Alright, as you can see here, I have 1 tablespoon of peanut oil in my pot and 12 ounces of andouille sausage. And all we're going to do with this is just, brown this sausage up. Okay, as you can see here, we've got this nicely browned up. And we're just going to remove this sausage and place it into a bowl. Then we're going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of rice wine, or sake as some of you call it. And just let that do its work. Again, you just want to get that fond off the bottom. Okay, and then you want to add 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I cubed up. If you want to know how big, about 1-inch pieces, half-an-inch pieces, somewhere in there. Then you just want to season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and cook until it's 165 internally, and then remove it and place in a separate bowl and set aside. Okay, time to add some veggies. Got the chicken cooked, got it removed, and then in the same pot, we added 1 onion that I diced up, 1 green pepper that I diced up, and 2 stalks of celery that I diced up. And basically, you just want to start sweating the veggies. You can add a little more sake if you like. After a couple of minutes of sweating the veg, you want to add roughly 3 cloves of garlic that have been minced up. And then just give that a stir around. Again, you want the pot. With the meat, you want it on about medium. With this, a little bit less. A little on the higher side of medium-low. Okay, it's getting pretty, the veggies are getting about almost done. And now it's time to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, as you can see here, the veggies are pretty much translucent and ready to go. So now it's time to add a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce or crushed tomatoes, whichever you prefer. Make sure you give these a good mix around. And then just let them get incorporated for, a couple of minutes. After a couple of minutes, add about a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Give that a stir. Give it about a minute to incorporate. And then next, you want to add 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. If I didn't pronounce it right, go fuck yourself. And then you want just a dash of hot sauce, but really hot sauce to taste. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. But again, I want my jambalaya just to be a little bit on the spicy side. Okay, and now it's time to add the meats back. So there's our sausage, and soon enough will be our chicken. And then you just want to give these, mix these around, obviously. Give them a minute or two to get incorporated with our tomato mix here. Okay, now it's time to add about 2.5 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock. And you want to kind of stir this around, make sure everything's mixed together. Then you want to crank the heat back up because you want this on a decent simmer because obviously we're going to be reducing this. And there's another reason why you want it on a decent simmer. Because we're also going to be adding in 1.25 cup of uncooked rice. So you want this on a good simmer for about 20 minutes or until most of the liquid, like 98% of the liquid, is absorbed into the rice. Like I said, this dish is not complicated. It is time-consuming, but it's not complicated. Looking for something that's kind of simmering about like this. Like I said, I want a good simmer. Okay. This is about 85% of the way. As you can still see here, it's a little too liquidy. So you got about 5 more minutes of simmering. And through the magic of cooking show editing, our jambalaya is done. Looks delicious. All right, let's get up to serving it. And just put it in a bowl, and that's it. And this was absolutely delicious. There wasn't a whole lot of leftovers. So that's Roger's Jambalaya from American Dad. Done.